Good afternoon, gentlemen of the Fantasy Balls League. I'm here sitting on the floor because I have no furniture. We are here for the week 4 recap. Yeah, week 4 recap. Um, there was no week 3 recap as I did not have the time to make it. But we are here going into week 4. Week 5 has already begun. It's Tuesday. Um, Sorry, I thought I felt something in my hair. So yeah, there was no game of the week this week. Don't really have one to go off of. So I'm just gonna start at the top, work my way down, and we'll see. We'll see how things go. Um, really tough week for Chumba last week. Gets his loss here 2 weeks in a row. He loses to me 354 to 266. And that wasn't even Chumba's worst news of the week. He had a real tough one last week. Prayers up for Chumba. There will be no changing of the divisions. We're just in too deep. We're in too deep. John was there first. So it is what it is. But Chumba, double punch to the chin this week for Chumba. Get that quick 1-2 going. Chumba likes UFC. Probably be body shots actually if it's a 1-2 punch. I don't know. He watches, not me. We move forward. Owen had a name change this week. Owen's otherworldly team has been updated to Dookie Dogs. I think that happened 2 weeks ago. But obviously, as mentioned, I didn't do anything. Owen's tie has been changed to a win. I don't know why. I think I'm gonna go change it back. Because I tried looking through the updated stats. I don't know what was going on there. So that might go back to a tie. I'll double check and see if something makes sense to me, but I don't understand why. So we'll see. Stay tuned. He might lose a win there and go back to 0-3-1. But Owen loses to Cameron 299 to 278. At least Owen's starting to get a little competitive. You know, he's been struggling out the gate. Tough joining the league. But you know, he's trying. Johnny Boy gets back on the winning side, gets his third win of the season, 329 to 278. John Cornobus, I don't know, he was unemployed for a while, so he must have had time to study up because he's been putting up a much stronger fantasy baseball than he has in the past. Don't know what he's up to, but he's 3-1. He's one of the higher scorers in the league. So John's figured something out in the offseason, and I think he just had a lot of time to study. Moving forward, we got Brochard, a well-seasoned returner, going head-to-head with Skylar Donachie. Big tough. First of all, Brochard ekes out a win here to go to 1-3. Again, that might go to 1-2-1. We'll see. I'll double check the stat corrections and see what the heck is going on in there. But he gets his first win of the year. If you ask me, he's a little lucky. Going against Skylar Donachie, who is the lowest scorer of the week last week, 207.5, owes a chug to the league. Brochard, third lowest scorer. So he ekes out a win. But it's a win. A win is a win. So, you know, he gets into the win column. We'll see if that gets his guys going. I don't know. Scoring 229 isn't great, but you know, got the job done this week. Alec, who would have owed a chug for week 4 because he was the lowest scorer in week 3, wasn't informed by the commissioner. That's on me. The 15 points doesn't make a difference. Excuse me. So it'll slide this time. Had it made a difference, would have been a tougher conversation. But Alec gets his first win of the season too. 323 points, almost 100 more than Brochard. So again, just saying, Brochard, kind of lucky. Eddie Cramsey gets his third loss in a row. And got to give the kid a little bit of a break. He's getting married this weekend. Smithtown, Cameron, don't show up. But Eddie's getting married. Big news. Congrats, Edward. So whoever's playing Eddie this week, maybe even next week, don't know, might have a bit of a break. So keep that in the back of your head. But Eddie falls to 1-3 while Alec moves to 1-3. And finally, we wrap it up. Team Buddusy versus Canned Heat. Canned Heat getting their first loss of the season, 346 to 286. Jake, the shit talker with the roster of closers, as he called it, gaggle of closers, we can say, gets his first loss. Already talking shit. I only scored 1 point last week. Yeah, or last night. Yeah, whatever. But first loss, I am the only undefeated team remaining. Looking forward, though, let's take a quick look. I'm, yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna put Jake and I in the spotlight. I'm 4-0. Jake's 3-1. Jake already talking shit last night that I only scored one. Game of the week. That's the game of the week. Jake versus me. So we'll see. Put my team in the spotlight. See if they respond. First time this season. And Jake kind of put himself here. Not to mention, there's not really another matchup that warrants game of the week except for two 1-3 teams. But outside of that, kind of quiet in the league this week. So that's the game of the week. That's a recap. Hopefully by next week, I will be a human again and won't be on the floor. But I'm only sitting in my boxes so I can lean against something. So that's a recap. Sorry, watching the Mets game. They're up 1-0. So we'll see. That's a recap. Week 4, on to week 5. Jake, me, game of the week. Skyler, Donachie, Ozachug. That's that, fellas.